shiny. Ooh. Slightly low res shiny, but it's the resolution gets better. What's going on, y'all? So I guess this Seismitoad, I actually caught this Seismitoad right after the end of the Polytoad event, but I didn't have shiny Seismitoad, so I was very down with that. I'm gonna talk over the shiny catching so that I can, I guess, optimize time. What's going on, y'all? I've got a special video here for you today. I'm going to be showing you some content from a draft league tournament that I was invited to take part in a Discord group that I'm a part of. I'll link the Discord um, group in the description of this video if you want to join the Discord and be a part of the Discord community, and you might be able to like keep you might be able to actively keep up with the tournament as it's developing there as well if you want. So I'll put the Discord link in the description. I didn't have shiny Silicobra either, so this is nice. So like I was saying, the main idea behind this draft tournament is that there's 16 people in the tournament, and we're drafting teams from some of the top known rental teams right now on victoryroad.com. So I'll show it to you in a second after I, catch this Silicobra. My first opponent's name is SeñorGoo, or Jeremy, and if you can see that both of our teams right here. I was actually really excited to try using Heatran because I haven't really used Heatran very much before. I also haven't used Focus Sash Urshifu Water because I use it with Assault Vest a lot. So there's definitely some things I'm excited to use on this team. Trick, Full Incense Grimmsnarl, for example, is another one. And yeah, so the teams that are in this draft tournament are 15 of the most well-known teams being rented out right now, and then one team from somebody who's in the Discord group who got to #1 in the world this season with their own team, and someone in the tournament is using that team. So this is the team that I'm using. You can feel free to take a look at the team paste for a second, or feel free to even rent it out. I'm gonna wait to go over this team paste until maybe like next video or a video after that, or maybe even like the finals match, because if I make it far enough, I only have to play 4 best of 3s, right? So I'm gonna wait till like go over the way that I think about this team, but it is open team sheet, which does I guess make things nice. Like, I know every other team that is being rented out by people. So if we look at Victory Road VGC's website, this is the team that my opponent is being rented out. It was created by Byung-Sung Mo. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, my apologies. It's a pretty good team, honestly. Like, I definitely knew what I was worried about, so I did like put a little bit of pre-thought into what I was gonna do, and I knew that Mamoswine can definitely be a problem for my team and can make me have to think about the way I'm gonna play. They probably I saw the team pace, right? Like, they have Imprisoned Chandelure, and why don't I actually show you their team paste as well, just to give you guys a chance to, if you like their team more than my team, you can rent it out, So this is the team paste that my opponent is using. They do have Imprisoned, Trick Room, Chandelure, Weakness Policy, Moltres, Life Orb, Mamoswine, which you don't necessarily want to proc your Moltres with that, but like you can, and it's probably fine. Strong Jaw, Choice Band, Dracovish can, be a threat, but it doesn't have Protect, so there's that. There's multiple Pokemon on this team that don't have Protect, Regieleki being one of them with the Choice specs. But that's the team that he is renting out. I guess it got 3rd place in a Crown Tundra tournament or something. And the team that I'm using is created by Damani Palmer, also known in the game by Domingo. That's his name in the game. And I guess it got top 20 or 32 qualifier in some sort of, I don't know, spring qualifier circuit. So it seems like a pretty good team, and I ended up getting I was the 3rd person to pick in the draft tournament, which was really nice because the way that I kind of thought about it, I looked through all the teams and I picked 8 teams that I actually thought about trying and ranked them on a 1 to 5 star basis. And there was maybe 2 teams that I actually ended up giving a 5-star rating to that I really wanted to try. I actually kind of wanted to try this Naganadel team that's a part of it, but I gave that a 4-star rating. And the other 5-star rating team that I considered got picked already. So yeah, I wanted to try this team for sure. And let's just get into what happened. This music is chill. So, because they have Mamoswine, I have no good leads against this team, but I can figure it out. One of my best leads is going to be P2 Grimmsnarl, but I can also lead Zapdos Grimmsnarl and hope they don't lead Mamoswine. They do lead Mamoswine, I mean, right. Okay. Ooh, everything has a fuzz. But the video quality does get significantly better though for the rest of the video after a minute or 2. So yeah, YouTube's been doing this weird thing for the past day or 2 where it says that it's processing the HD version of a video literally forever. So I detect and I trick the full incense onto Mamoswine. Is that what I did? Because obviously, I mean, they could have Dynamaxed Mamoswine, but that went pretty well. They could have Tailwinded that turn too, but giving Mamoswine the full incense kind of mitigates that problem. And if they Tailwind, I'm just going to use Trick Room. I didn't see if this Whimsicott has Taunt. Special attack rise, that's really important. So I do get a special attack boost. Life Orb Grimmsnarl, because I took their Life Orb. Yeah, that did some. So I'm gonna Trick Room. Their team is built around speed. So I'm gonna Trick Room and try to knock out Whimsicott. Ooh, they switched it out. For Moltres, that's not good. for them. Yeah. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Okay, there, I got it. So, I mean, yeah, like, I set off their Berserk boost and their weakness policy, whatever. They Icicle Crash. They Icicle Crash Grimmsnarl. And I set up the Trick Room. I guess I missed the animation for me setting up the Trick Room. And for them, you know, actually landing the Icicle Crash on Grimmsnarl. But that's what happened. And I decided that I actually need to Spirit Break. Okay, so I got confused by the Full Incense. That's what happened. I got confused by the Full Incense, and I thought to myself, like, if I want to ensure the knockout on Moltres this turn, I need to target it with P2, and I don't want to, like, lower the speed on Mammothspine or something, which, like, I can. They're always going to be slow. Okay. So we should knock it out. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Sorry. So I would say that actually was the right play. And if I had used Max Strike on Moltres, I would have lowered its speed, which could have been a bit problematic. Where, I mean, if I had used Max Strike on Mammothspine, it would have lowered Moltres' speed, which could have been slightly problematic. Video quality is still slightly bad right now, so my apologies. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. That's really good. So that's one way to turn the tide on a game. All they have is Whimsicott at like less than half health. And, well, we don't know, I guess, actually. This looks like a time for Max Strike. Yeah, we might just double target it. Because Whimsicott's not a threat. The Dracovish survives on like 1 health. but chip damage, so that's good. That's good. Right, so I mean, we're gonna win this one, like. There's really no way that I wouldn't win this. Unless well, what would I have to do to win this? Or I mean lose this? Like, just click Trick Room and Detect over and over again? Like, so, that was, you know, it went well. This music is chill. Where was I? I thought about bringing Rillaboom in the back, and then I was like, let's just stick with what I had. Like, yes, Rillaboom provides priority damage, which I actually might have really wanted, so like, after that I was like, did I really need Zapdos? Like, let's just let it happen, okay? They lead the same way. I lead Grimmsnarl P2 this time. You get the special attack boost again, that's really good. I figured, let's just go for Trick Room. And if they had brought out Chandelure right away, I would have, I just would have Dynamaxed P2 if I needed to and just lower their speed. But then what if they use Trick Room? So we get that. They max Quake, that's smart, that's smart. It's not a knockout. That's really important. That's honestly super important. So now we can trick the Mamoswine, the full incense again, and we can Hailstorm the P2 or the Whimsicott. They have +1 Spadef, but I have +1 special attack, so like, and it's a Whimsicott. Sorry, I can definitely see that some of it is still kind of low quality right now. Right. So, did I think I was going to be Dynamaxing P2? Not really. Is Dynamax P2 with a special attack boost very threatening? Yes. And they might be getting special defense boosts, but like, I'm just gonna not use special attacks on Mamoswine, like. So what's coming out? I'll destroy that. I didn't look back at the team pace, so I wasn't sure if they had a focus sash, or I was really just hoping they didn't have protect, but they have choice specs. That is one thing I will say about what's unfortunate about the team they brought, is they don't have a lot of protects on it. So, like, the options that they're bringing as Pokemon are strong. They're not great in Trick Room, and they don't have Protect. Kinda wasted that, unfortunately. Okay, so they're both just 252, 252. Right. That's fine. So you can't protect a Surging Strikes. But if I really want to be safe this right now, I detect this turn and max strike the Dracovish. Yep. It gets the knockout that time. That's good. That's good. That's important. So, you know, that was a relatively easy best of 3. I think this team performed very well. I think it carried a lot of the weight for me, which is nice. You know, it was a very, honestly, Trick Grimmsnarl was kind of the MVP to some degree, but also, like, P2 obviously swept. But P2 wouldn't have been able to sweep without Grimmsnarl enabling it. And giving Mamoswine the full incense really hurt them. So I guess you can see why these teams are so touted. So let's see. This last match I wanted to show you guys is actually because I just updated my Kingdra team and took Tornadus off the Kingdra team and put Whimsicott on the team. The one drawback is that Whimsicott is susceptible to fake out. So I don't have Protect on Whimsicott, which is the one reason I wasn't originally using Whimsicott. However, I think that Fake Out Whimsicott is actually, or sorry, not Fake Out, Fake Tears Whimsicott is actually so useful for this team that when you add Whimsicott to this team honestly gets so much better and has so much more competitively viable options. And so I do really like this new variant, and you know, here's the rental code if you want to try it. You do have to look out for fake out, of course, but if you really think about what the normal suspects are that fake out, there's Incineroar, Grimmsnarl, Raichu, Meowstic you don't really see that much, and Rillaboom. And we have answers to all of those Pokemon. So if you're facing a Rillaboom in Sin, sorry, my short-term memory loss. Rillaboom in Sin, Grimmsnarl, or a Raichu, we do have answers for those Pokemon in multiple ways without bringing Whimsicott in the front. So, you know, you can lead like Sylveon Glastrier in some instances. You can lead Politoed Nidoking, Sylveon Nidoking, Sylveon Kingdra to activate the weakness policy on Kingdra. Don't forget about that. But if you want to hear me really talk about how this team works, feel free to look at one of my past videos. It's just that having fake tiers is actually very, very useful for benefiting Nidoking and Kingdra. And when you really think about it, this team does revolve around Perish Trap if it needs to, in order to ensure the win. And so you can do fake tiers, Dynamax Nidoking or Dynamax Kingdra, pick up 2 wins really quick right away, and then you're ready to Perish Trap if you need to. So let's watch what happens. My opponent is actually using the physical Feeny gimmick that's going around with, you know, Incin, Machamp, Comfey, Tornadus. The thing about Whimsicott is Whimsicott's the fastest Prankster user too. So I can taunt their Tornadus. If they have a mental herb like I do, that would obviously be good for them. They lead... yeah. We are using this whim though. So I'm gonna protect turn 1. I wanna just kinda like bait out what they're gonna do. And I wanna taunt the Tornadus. They're gonna Dynamax. We got it. Got it. He tried to use Swagger. So they do. Like, they have the physical Feeny gimmick, and they were gonna try to Swagger their self, like I Swagger my Licky Licky, and then just try to straight destroy my Nidoking. So I have a really hard call to make here, but if I really think about what I'm doing right now, all I need is 2 knockouts. So let's just sack Nidoking and try to pick up this Tornadus knockout. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Okay. So I don't want to bring out Politoed. Comfy. I could have brought out Politoed. It's probably not as good. But we're gonna fake Tears the Comfy and just max Starfall. The reason that I don't want to Dynamax Politoed is because obviously if I'm considering just trying to ensure this win with Perish Trap, then, you know, like, I don't want to Dynamax Politoed. So we fake Tears the Comfy. They max Hailstorm. Yeah, that's smart. Gotti! So Dynamax Sylveon was the move in this game. It was a big move. And that's the end of their Dynamax. My Machamp is pretty fast. I know Machamp doesn't have to be fast, but most people also don't use Protect on Machamp. Even though I do think No Guard Machamp with Protect is actually a pretty good idea. So I'm just gonna Perish Song this turn, just to like ensure that I'm actually gonna win this basically. Like, I probably don't need to Perish Song, but what it also does is like kind of sets a timer on the game. They have Life Orb Feeny. And Machamp is slower than us. So... You see what I'm saying though? Like, there's no way I could have ever pulled this off. At least as fluidly as I just did, if I didn't have Fake Tears Whimsicott on the team. Because Whimsicott's the faster Prankster user, so we got to taunt their Tornadus. I don't even know if Tornadus gets Fake Tears, but I was a little worried about having two Fairy Pokemon. Puzzle! His name was Puzzle Z. Weather Ball, Swagger, Tailwind, and Hurricane. Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch, attack. Ally Switch, Floral Healing, Trick Room. Quick Claw, Incin. Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, Knockoff. Cross Chop, Knockoff, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. And they have Min Speed Machamp. I don't know what makes that good to have. It's actually Weakness Policy Machamp I just saw. But you want Dynamic Punch Machamp too. Like, why are you using Cross Chop, my guy? My Dynamic Punch is so good. But anyways, hope you enjoyed that video. Look forward to the next installment. And definitely, if you want, feel free to join this Discord group and keep up with the tournament or just participate in the community. Sorry that the video came out a little bit blurry, but I'll try not to let that keep happening in the future. So have a good day, y'all, and thanks for watching.